lessen the burden on ourselves. So that's fine.
Okay, you're allowed to finger point right back, okay?
Thank you very much. I think that I'm finger pointing. Can you hold the mic?
Yeah, sure.
Like this. Because I'm saying that as much as private sector probably would have big pockets, would have money, would have probably the knowledge and the understanding, also maybe the enthusiasm to partner, there's red tape making it difficult for you to execute plans, roll out initiatives, do what you think you can do, also share knowledge. For instance, I'll give you an example, Triple P.
Thank you. I will finger point at the MMC because I think I think politicians. Because I think politicians and politics are a critical part of the bottleneck in terms of what we're trying to achieve. It's a huge, huge problem. Politicians are fundamental problems. It's that and tied on to that. Because of that failure, the lack of intergovernmental coordination and a clear agenda which is integrated.
MMC, you want to take the opportunity to respond? You can point the finger right back.
I'm not responding in actual fact, but I will do so. I'm still saying the failure in terms of the implementation because policy is clear, decision in terms of implementing is clear. Who are failing to implement? You see, because communication is lacking. I will make an example. That Mahatlana knows because I'm always working with. And he can agree with me that his colleagues are not willing. There are those who are willing to implement the decision. There are those who think they know more than the politician and they will never listen to a politician. Some of them on our local government say, I'm a 5-year terms.
It's true.
They are going.
It's true.
So is the big I think communication breakdown and understanding of the agenda. If all of us we can understand the agenda, we will be able to hold hands and work.
Can I respond?
I saw some other hands, but I'm also noting people who used to be in politics, who were councillors. They've been on the other side of this thing.
I think you are affected also as a politician, despite being facilitating here.
I'm now private sector.
Yeah, mine it's looking at the issues we're discussing, the importance of this urban agenda program and looking the way to it is coordinated. When we were planning, all of us, especially from the province, we were clueless, you remember. But sitting here and listening to the issues, I will go back to our mother body nationally, because these are people who are converted. They were aware about this program. It's not starting today. The integration that we have been discussing, I really constantly read were pointing.
Yeah.
The coordination of this important program today, where we're supposed to have sister departments in the province, more particularly those that were supposed to be implementing this program, especially as human settlements. Now it seems as if this program today is meant for human settlements and the municipalities. And we are talking about sister departments. Whilst they are not here, not invited. So I'm pinpointing to them that in future of these important programs, let's have all the departments in the province to become part, even those that play a vital role nationally, like energy department.
We risk missing the train, so we're going to move it fast. Right.
Okay, I just want to, I'm agreeing with MMC on the 5-year thing. I'm an activist in another life.
Okay.
I'm an activist of a certain organization, you understand. So I agree with you on the 5-year thing. But I also think at a coordination and planning level, I'm going to use an example. We just reviewed the urban renewal policy of the province. And we know urban renewal was a presidential in 2001. And we were asked to first diagnose what led to the failure of that program. And of course from there, what is the new approach of bringing in scientifically and so forth. And we've had to present this thing and go to Exco. And they keep coming back to us with all kinds of nitty-gritty details. And I keep saying one thing to them. Until you politicians at Exco sit and say, we're going to take a decision that when we do budgeting as departments for each financial year, we're going to set aside money within each department with urban renewal nodes. This thing is going to keep failing. It doesn't matter how beautiful our document and our policy and our presentation and to Exco is. So I think the politics at some level to drive things are also very critical.
The train is leaving.
I just want to point fingers on the academics, on the researchers, and the community. Because what is actually happening? The academics, they formulate things in paper, sometimes for us to implement. But whatever they are formulating doesn't talk to the community. The issue is, are we developing something for the community, or are we developing something to make the country better or whatever? And unless if we deal with that question, then we're not going to move, because we will build walk up and then people will say we don't want to go up. But the academics, they said we need to densify.
Nice one, nice one.
Okay, we need to respond, so we're going to look at it.
You know, ma'am, I want to point a finger to every stakeholder that is here. You know what? Your South Africa has got a history. We come from a particular history. And therefore we came to another situation wherein all of us, whether academia, private sector, and government, what we need to undergo is paradigm shift, the change of a mindset. You see, in government, what I know and understand is that everybody that is in government with a particular position, there is, for things not to happen, there is this that we call bureaucratic tendency. The bureaucracy that stalls everything, either national government, provincial and local. That's why communities continue to suffer and they will protest always all the time. Now you come to issues of academia or researchers. The majority of people who are doing research and all those things, they use samples. Somebody will tell you in the bigger scheme of things, 60 million people in South Africa, you just made a sample on 1,000 people. Then you come and tell us, you say, this is the So that's the problem. So I just want to speak the whole thing.
But we don't have the whole thing. I'm going to take it to academia, then we're going to pause, but this conversation is going to continue for the next 2 days.
Okay. So if academia takes responsibility, will all the other departments take responsibility? Because this is the bigger problem. Nobody wants to take accountability. We are aware of the challenges that are happening in academia that is talking at high level without thinking at low level. So let's all take responsibility, and that's the reason why we are all here.
Okay, there's a request from private sector. Mugabe, I'm going to hold you because you've already spoken and I still have a hand here. That one, and then here, and then we're closing the session.
And also, as we're making samples and academia, government, and I just need to know who has taken the sample of this 30% local content participation, because it really needs a lot of clarification, and because it creates confusion on the local content and is not addressing that issue. It's one of the issues that I think that should be integrated as we discuss the sustainability goals and the newer